All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps. Hey there guys, it's Qtip from the LessThanGoodGamers. And I am here with the Stanley Parable. A bit late, I know, because this game came out quite some time ago, but in either case...
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Who farted? That was me. I apologize. Enough of that. That guy doesn't have a computer. Number 432, slacking on the job. I'm gonna get his ass fired. Can't go in there. Can't close the door. So what this basically is a non-game. There's not really anything to it other than you just walk around and play with things. Be my Valentine. Yeah, well, I don't know what you look like or what your personality is or anything about you, so... Ooh, this one looks fun. Oh, shit. Ah, well. I'm really... Ooh, initializing input. Input received. Alright, now what? Ah, yeah, I'm on top of the tables! Alright, time to... Alright. Oh, damn it. Oh. Alright, so we need to look for the break room, because apparently...
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
The fuck you, guy? Fine, I'm going. Doors that open both ways. Makes sense. Oh, shit.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What if I don't wanna? Huh? Ever think about that? I'm just gonna wait here. See what you say about that. Asshole. Or what if I go back this way? Damn, can't. Oh, close. Could go this way. Should've just... I better listen to what he says. He knows what he's doing. It's too late now. What about here? Oh, I can't go in there either. Oh, nope, can't go in there. Can't go in there. Jesus. Is this a game? Or is this a tour?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Give him a piece of my mind leaving me alone at work. Right, let's see what's happening today. Meeting room. Group cabal planning. Alright. What's today? Today's Sunday. Oh, let's see what we're doing tomorrow. Weekly target admin, marketing Monday. 4:51's private time. Ooh, I wonder what that is. Group 40X. Group 45X. This box is too small. Well, it looks like we have a smartass working at this company. Targets. Standard graphs 40X wide. Not cost efficient. Push for funding for research and development of new coffee machine. Oh, you gotta have that. Get Chris out of the broom closet. I don't think we'll leave that one off the list. We don't want to let fucking Chris out. Oh fuck! Chris works here. Oh fuck! I'm getting the hell out of here. Wait, what's this say? Synergize core value expenditure. Shift global marketing paradigm. Monetize free to play. Ah, the game's self-aware, I see. Tips for not getting fired. Talk less. Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no expectation of promotion or recognition. Don't get fired. I'll keep that in mind. Target demographic. Teenagers. What is hot? Profit, 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 profits. I don't know. Religious figures have never been seen as popular amongst the youth. Ooh, stripes. Oh yeah, those are definitely strikes. Stripes. Requires more secondary research. Alright, I'll leave you guys to figure this stuff out on your own. Because you guys should play this game. Ooh, a broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Nothing in here. What are you talking about, disembodied voice? We got duct tape and wrenches and whatever the hell that is.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow.
String.
Just an empty broom closet.
That's
No
it, shut
reason
up.
to still be here.
What if I don't want to leave? I'm gonna fucking... Yeah. How about that? I'm just gonna stay in
It
here
was
for...
baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
No, this broom. Nothing to interact with. Alright, I guess
Are
he's telling me.
you really still in the broom closet?
Yeah, I am.
Standing around doing nothing?
Yeah.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
What if I like it in here, you bastard? I pay attention to you. What if I want this duct
You
tape?
do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
I'm making
It
the
didn't
choice
even
to stay
occur
in
me,
here.
Because literally, this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
Listen,
I
the more
never
you
would have
talk,
thought to mention it.
the more you talk, the more I just want to stay in here. See what you're gonna say. See what you do.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
It's self-aware. It knows what I'm doing.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He
Hey.
probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money.
Christ.
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Well, that last part's true. And the first part.
Well, I've come to a
It's
very
true.
definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
I'm
Got
dead?
to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well,
Yeah,
in a
that does sound
situation like
accurate.
this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before
Claire?
it begins to decompose.
Where?
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term
not
sustainability of
here.
your species. Please remove their corpse
And I
from
have
the
earphones
area
in.
and
can't
instruct
hear you.
another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
I'm doing that well.
When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
No. I'll sit in here for a few more seconds. That's a nail. And that's a good shadow. I like that shadow. Not as good as that broomstick, though. This thing. Can I ride this down the hallway? That'd be awesome. There's another nail up there, but I can't get to it. You done talking? We gonna move on with this? Okay, I guess he's just running out of things to say.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board.
Thank you.
I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
I'm going back in.
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
I like the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked
Oh.
upstairs to his boss's office.
I had to go downstairs and disobey this guy a bit more, but That broom closet thing was pretty awesome. Behind me. Said, close it behind. Whatever, fuck it. Hello, boss.
Stepping into his manager's office,
nice place.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
What does that say?
Shocked, unraveled,
Plaques,
Stanley
but I
wondered
can't
in
read.
disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Damn.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna know
Stanley
this.
simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that
Might as
the
well just
combo
start
was
from the beginning.
2845, it would be another story entirely. But no, this is what he was going to do instead.
Yep, no clue. I had no idea what's going on here. Let's try 2396. That ought to work. No? 2477.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
No idea. Wow, we gotta get this eventually.
2845.
Yeah, too bad I don't know what 2845 is. And we'll never know. So I'm just gonna wait here until I figure this out. I'll get this eventually.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, it's a good thing that happened. If only I can figure out this password. Oh, maybe it's 2845. You got nothing to say about that? No, can't do that. Can't play the piano. Okay. Suppose we might as well get on with it. Go down there. Down there. This dark, ominous corner. I do not want to be over there, do I? Yes, we're gonna have to take coach. This is never good. Why do we gotta take the scary elevator? And a loading screen. Maybe I should stream this
Descending
game.
deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Let me go back up. I want to play the piano. I go back to the broom closet. Damn it! Ah, shit. If only Claire was here. He'd know what to do. Yes.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Screw that.
Although this passageway had the word Escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
That's some sort of escape. No, you can't jump. Turns out you can't jump. Let me take that with me. Yeah, I can. Of course not.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Yes, I do. But I'm not gonna take
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I'd say I like the looks of this. Oh, what's What's even down there? Only one way to find out. Oh shit! I'm alive!
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
Oh,
he
my.
reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story. Trapped forever in his narrow vision.
I have so many regrets!
Perhaps
Why
he's
didn't I
dead
spend more
with a
time in the broom closet?
like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Farewell, Stanley,
What?
cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated,
I
as the
don't feel
machine
obliterated.
crushed every bone in his body,
My bones don't
killing
feel
him
broken.
instantly.
I don't feel killed instantly. Ah, there we go. That's better. Boxes! Take me to the broom closet, please. The Stanley parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
I can't see shit. Oh, this place looks nice.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Office layout. The blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game was built. Sections have been added and altered through the development and in the core layout, almost identical to the first iteration. Nature paintings. I personally enjoy the way that this captures the human condition. That one too. Not that one. This one's alright. Enough of paintings. What's behind door number 1? Nothing. Door number 2? 3. God damn, this place is boring. Okay, or don't. What's this? Office computers. I don't want to turn it... Solitary. Okay. Employee database. Not sure, whatever. The credits. Ooh, buttons. I'm pretty sure those are all from Counter-Strike. Gary's mod or something. And what is this? Maintenance room. And the photocopy machine that never works. All kinds of crap in here. What the hell? In the early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up in a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which is not our intention. Oh, fuck that, I want to fight aliens! How the hell do I get out of here? Stanley's office. Let me in. Let me in! I want to go back to work! Ah, shit. Alright. Well, there's got to be some way out of here. Oh, there's the exit. Wait, what? we go. Let's get the hell out of here.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to
What?
me.
No.
You can still save these two.
What?
You can stop the program before they both fail.
Wait, what?
Push
No.
escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
Okay,
Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
Am I? Am I dead? Am I dead? Oh man. Oh man. Who's gonna upload videos to the channel now? Who's gonna tank on my dead server and wow? Who's gonna beat a link between worlds for me? So many things I've never done. Hey there guys, Qtip from the LessThanGoodGamers. Wait a second. This all seems pretty familiar. Well, I'm playing the Stanley parable. For the first time? Something's up here. Oh, apparently I have to go to the meeting room. So let's just trudge our way there.
When Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Oh, I didn't.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh yes, employee lounge, yes. To the lounge! Oh, that may seem to be the lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
It's not bad.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yeah, drinking that all in and a soda. I guess not. The first thing I noticed when I walked in here was this painting here.
Really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Oh yeah, this one represents the human condition. Why wouldn't I like it? Whatever, yeah.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Listen, asshole. Just because of that, fuck it. I'm gonna stay here for a little bit. Fuck you.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Hey, you won't shut up, so I guess there is more dialogue. You're not even trying. Hey, you good? You not gonna complain no more? No more bitching from you? Alright, we'll move on with this. Didn't like that room that much
But
anyway.
at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
First open door on my left. I don't like that paint that much. But this... Oh. Back here. Why the hell would I want to go in there? That place looks scary. This place looks like a nice factory. I'm gonna fucking go in here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie. If you are lying right now, Stop it! Stop! Yeah, you gotta figure out some way of getting me back to where I need to go. I like this place. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. Well, I don't have either of those amounts of money, so I better not fall off.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who's her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who's
She's
her?
been waiting.
Oh, Christ, this place looks scary. Let's roll.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Wait a second. I can't have a girlfriend.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Damn straight.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
Say about it. At least for elementary school.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
I announced it when I first came in here. I said I was
I can't
Qtip.
believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
Yeah, listen,
Please
I'm fine with
observe this
decision-making.
helpful instructional video.
I don't know.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make
that's
sense,
me with
in
math.
all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
Back sack and crack? Practice.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part
I'm
to a
supposed to
healthy
practice.
decision-making process. Most medical professionals
stay
recommend
to
making
Wednesday.
at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside.
Confidence
At
building.
this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
All right, don't set fire to orphans.
Ah, welcome
Oh,
back.
Jesus Christ.
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Not break things anymore. Better listen to this narrator guy. Don't want to fuck with physics.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all.
What if I jumped off
We just
earlier?
need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Asshole blocked all the suicide spots. What the fuck, man? I'll have to find some other way to kill him. Maybe I'll go find some hole or something. What possible is... Why, should I stay in here this
Almost
time?
there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Well, what if I want to stay in the break room? I was doing it before. What if I go back this way? You're not gonna let me, are you? Fine. He's locking doors behind me, too. This asshole does not want to give me an inch of freedom. All because I spent 3 minutes in the break room and unplugged the phone.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What if I go back down the right one? Should I go down the right one and fuck with him some more, or go down the left one and give him a break? I can't go backwards. Yeah. Let's fuck. Yeah, I'm going.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Okay. All right. Things fell apart pretty quickly that way. Okay, things seem pretty...
Oh,
What?
it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work.
Oh,
Why?
sorry, Jesus.
For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was
What
so
the-
special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect?
What the
How can I
hell?
go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever.
Really?
Reliving its
Holy
impossibility
shit!
forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy
fuck,
all
am
of
I
my
gonna get
work?
crushed in here?
No. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What
I don't know.
No, I have
Narrator?
to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
What? Holy shit!
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you.
My lord.
You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
I'm not fucking
That
Stanley!
thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, why would you open the door on the right? And, like, even give me the choice to go that way? Obviously, it's gonna fuck with stuff. Well, things seem to be back to normal. Let's see if we can get through without ruining things. Yeah, this is looking a bit better.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave
Rest
of
in peace,
disbelief,
Franz.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
Rest
office,
in peace,
hoping he might
Franz.
find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Use slides to assure employees that everything's okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all the text. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Oh well, I needed that. Thanks, game.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
You're really making sure I don't fuck up, are you? Aren't you? Damn, nice place.
Stepping inside his manager's office,
What the
Stanley
fuck?
was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw
This
the
is not
door
cool.
with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions.
I am the
And
most
beyond all
expensive
probability,
boss.
he knew the passcode.
The planet made
He
it
had
of
seen it
gold
on his
and a nice
boss's
red
computer
tie.
just last week. Night Shark 115.
Listen,
Was this
Skype.
the code to open the
I don't
door?
have time for your
Would
shit
it
right
still
now.
work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself
1 second,
the
folks.
courage, a sharp breath, and then spoke the code.
The code! No? Well, not the case. I unplugged the phone again, so, you know.
Stanley spoke
I
the
think I'm gonna learn my
code.
lesson, but...
Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115! Night Shark 115!
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I'm trying.
Give me a break.
Okay, fine, you're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously.
Should've
If
made
you
me the
didn't
most
want to
expensive
see what I
boss.
had to show you,
Maybe then
then
I'd have
why
some
did you
respect
come
for you.
here? You had a choice.
Bodiless
you could have
voice.
gone through the
No,
door.
don't
on the
you get
right.
me none of
You
that
could
lip.
have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
Oh, this is
entered
odd.
the door on his left.
Look at that ugly looking fellow.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
The end.
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to
Thank
me?
you for playing.
Can you hear me?
That was a interesting experience.
Is everything all right?
Can't say I didn't like it.
Stanley, this is important.
One small complaint.
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision.
Coulda
It cannot
used
exist without you. Do you
more
understand
broom
me?
closets.
Whatever choice you make is just
I didn't see
fine.
a
They're
single
both
broom
correct.
closet,
You cannot be wrong
so,
here. We can work together.
like,
I'll accept
that's
whatever
really a
you
problem.
do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please.
But there was that painting that
Choose.
represented the human condition.
Do
Nice
something.
touch.
Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
Jeez, I was mad at the bastard.
Take as much time as you need.
I feel bad for him now. Well, that was